I have given him. Bhavnan is our prof. And at the same time, a very happy World Water Day. Today, myself, Sunita from Civil Engineering Department, PIT Parul University, and I wish all the participants and all the our dignitary who is present here, that is R.V. Shroff sir, World Water Day, that is 22nd March 2021. Now, the purpose of organizing this webinar is to create the necessity or to create the awareness among the people who are present here regarding the scarcity which will be occurring in the upcoming days and how to tackle them. Now, before starting with the webinar, I am giving a short introduction of our dignitary who is present with us. And let's start with. So currently, Saraf sir is working as managing director in Viraj Advertising in India Private Limited, Pune. He has completed his BSc from Nagpur University and MSc from in biochemistry from Nagpur University. He has also pursued chemical engineering from AMI, and he has also completed his MSc in environmental control engineering and research utilization from University of Strathclyde, Glasgow, United Kingdom. And he is also a lifetime member of many organizations like Indian Water Work Association, Environmental Engineering Institution of Engineers India. He's also a lifetime member of Vijnan Bharati, lifetime member of Indian Plumbing Association. And he has also served as the vice chairman of Indian Waterworks Association Pune Center. He has also served as 8 times committee member of Pune Local Center of the Institution of Engineers. He has also worked as executive president and vice president of Marathi Vidyanan Parishad Pune. He has also been served as convener of 32nd National Convention of Environmental Engineering Division of the Institution of Engineers India held in Pune. He has also been served as the editor in Waterstream newsletter of IWWA Pune Center and also as the editor in Pune Local Center of the Institution of Engineers India. Currently, he is the president of Marathi Vidyanan Parishad Pune, a committee member of Pune Local Center Institute of Engineers, then chairman of Viraj Enverrising India Private Limited. He is also working as the director service project of Rotary Club of Pune Royal, uh, and also a member of editorial board of Journal of Indian Waterworks Association. He has also been associated with many universities and institutions like Savitribai Phule Pune University, SRTM Nanded and Shivaji University Kolhapur as a visiting faculty. He is also invited as a visiting faculty at Yashwantrao Chavan Academy of Development Administration. He is also invited as a visiting faculty of WASH program in Tata Institute of Social Sciences. And he has also been a research guide for BTech, MTech, and MSc students of Pune University. And if we go towards the paper publication, then he has published 82 papers in Indian as well as international journals. He has also presented a paper in Indian Engineering Congress held in Bangalore, Hyderabad, Guwahati, Kolkata, and Chennai. He has also published more than 15 articles in newspapers. He has also received 3 times Hindustan Door Oliver Best Paper Presentation Award in annual conventions of Indian Waterworks Association. So more than 60 students has completed research projects for their master degree under his guidance. In the field of professional achievements, he has 47 years of experience in the field of environmental control technology. He has also developed low-cost treatment plants named Natural Energy Wastewater Treatment Plant and also a water treatment plant for industries, townships, and residential complexes of capacities from zero point zero 0.05 to 60 MLD. He has also delivered more than 400 lectures on topics related to energy, water, and environment. Some of the prestigious lectures include Water Footprint in Vashant Vakyanmala, Pune, Water Footprint at a New Tool, Vashant Vakyanmala, Nasik, Keynote Address on World Water Day, that is at the School of Earth Science, SRTM University. Then also as the keynote address in international conference held at MMNIT Allahabad. He is also the theme address on World Environment Day celebration at SIDCO, Navi Mumbai. And he has also developed some projects like design parameters of swimming pool that is safe and having crystal clear water, then special swimming pool for marine engineers at Tolani Maritime Institute, and also application of wetland for rejuvenation of wastewater. Also includes low cost rotating biological contractor of sewage. And he has also conducted many training programs for students, engineers, and professionals for the subjects like wastewater, then water and environmental audit, energy costing, then total water quality management. He has also published here, he has also named some patents like deep tank aeration systems of sewage treatment plant, then natural energy wastewater treatment. He has also conducted more than 100 workshops, seminars, and conferences on water and environmental related topics in Pune and all over the India. I welcome you, sir, on this platform, and it is really a very interesting to have you all amongst us to share your experiences with us. So I hand over my virtual dice to you. Please, over to you,
Thank,
sir.
thank you, Sunita ji, for your nice introduction. In short, I am a student trying to
Yes, sir.
learn. Try to learn. That's all my qualification, what I feel. So thanks a lot. Shall I start my presentation?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Let me go ahead. Please confirm
And
that.
all those participants who have questions, they can post their questions in the Facebook page, and we will clarify them later.
Can you see my presentation?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's visible, sir.
Visible. Uh, Good afternoon. In fact, I could have been loved to be in Madodra. That to be in a Paro University. I think 3 or 4 years before, with my very good friend Vinod Bhai Patel ji, I came to Paro University and talked with the students. I still remember a very dynamic and enthusiastic students I have seen in Paro University. Uh, First, I wish you all a very happy World Water Day. And uh, we are talking on the day regarding the business opportunity in water sector. Now, the question is that what is the water is a business? Yes, it is a business. And how you look at the business and what are the opportunities? We will discuss that in our next 45 minutes. We'll begin with a quote from Mahatma Gandhi that the earth, the air, and the land and the water are not an inheritance from our forefathers, but are loaned from our children. So we have to hand over to them at least as it was handed over to us. And this task, we have to do it. Yes, we can do it. The environmental engineering is a discipline. All the engineers can join this discipline. And you can do contribute your job, your experience, your knowledge to this field. Now we'll begin with this. What are the opportunities? Now, everybody, exclusively Gujarat, Maharashtra, all the states of India, they are trying to have economical growth. I know Vadodara. I visited Vadodara when I was in a college. I know Vadodara of today. So a lot of changes taking place in Vadodara. Now, we have a development activities. The development activities due to economical growth, which create more goods and more jobs. Then the development activities, a sustainable development activity needs comes a supporting capacity or carrying capacity of a nation. The carrying capacity of an environment is divided into two parts, supportive and the assimilatory capacity. Now the supportive capacity gives resources, the main resource is water. Without water, nothing can happen. And this resource gives you a development activities that gives the economic growth. And the economic growth is integrated with the quality of life. More the economical growth, the better the quality of life. Please note, to maintain the quality of life, we require a good quality of water, the appropriate quality of water. The definition of drinking a water from any place, when your economical growth goes up, you try to have the bottled water or packaged water. Ultimately, this quality of life generates the waste development activities, that is liquid, gaseous, and the solid, and that goes to assimilation capacity. So we need an expert to assessment the carrying capacity, supporting capacity, and assimilating capacity, how much water can be supported, and how much the water bodies can take the load. And we need a study of impact mitigation for green economy and sustainable development. There we need an expert. You can become an expert or you can start your business activity in this field. Now next to this one. Now what is the future? That is the 2000 onwards. It is no more starting an industry, starting a job, starting a business. It's not simple. Now it has a many inputs which are related to environment. Look at this. If you start a business or an industry, you have to think about your resource footprint. You have to think about your water footprint. You have to think about the ecological footprint, carbon footprint, water footprint, waste footprint. And most important, this is related to climate change. Then sustainable design. The environment audit, you require a carbon neutral, you require a zero waste state of the art, you require an eco-friendly, and finally, you have a water audit and the waste storage. And many more inputs are coming up. So you have to develop your expertise to find out the water footprint, to find out the wastewater footprint, and to carry out the water audit, or can we have a zero waste state of the art technology. Now if you go ahead, what is happening, which is called the urbanization, because the development is giving you the development activities and the quality of life gives. In India, our population in Sanchi was something 18% urban population. Today is 41.3 2015. As per United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, we have almost by 2030 we have 6 out of 10 people will live in the city. So what is happening? A Gram Panchayat to a municipal committee to Nagar Panchayat and finally Nagar Palika and finally the corporation. For example, Vadodara Municipal Corporation. Now this gives the increase in water consumption, water footprint and waste generation, pollution of water resources make it unsafe for consumption. And urbanization results into the stress on water resources. So we require demand expert for water utilization, that is optimum water utilization or water of the appropriate quality and water of the desired quantity or optimum quantity and the waste quality and the waste treatment. So these all treatments are coming up in the urbanization and now the complexes are also coming up are now as per the new RERA Act and all the new acts coming up, the each town needs a proper water quality management. It needs a proper water supply. It needs wastewater treatment and needs recycling. That's a big business we have. Business means profession too. Now the smart city, a dream of our Prime Minister. So a smart technology need a water supply network, waste management, air quality. We need an expert. It's not an easy task. It's not an easy task. Because now in a smart city, the water quality will be defined. The wastewater quality will be defined, the wastewater treatment is defined, and we require a people, experts, a material supplier, contractors, service providers from all disciplines of science and engineering. So that are the many inputs we require in now in the simple swimming pool if designed, it needs a certain treatment and certain water quality. Now what is a sustainable water management? And now you have a big challenge, my dear friend, because by 2030, the Sustainable Development Goal 6 has to be achieved, which is targeted leave no one behind for clean water for all by 2030. Now look at this. The International Decade for Action. We had already 2 decades, 3 decades we have seen. That is about the water. That is 1980 was a decade for water. So now we have a different decade which has to all target has to be achieved by 2030. Now we need a people to promote efficient water usage at all levels, taking into account the water, food, energy, environment sector. This nexus is becoming a very important. The water is related to food is related to water, and water is related to energy is related to water, and water is related to environment, and all these four nexus are interrelated because water cannot go without energy, food cannot go to energy. So we require the people to promote this concept. We require people to develop a cooperation and partnership at all levels in order to help to achieve internationally agreed water-related goals and targets. We need a lot of people in India and abroad. We have to people need people to highlight the importance of participation and full involvement of all relevant stakeholders, including women, children, and elderly, handicapped persons, indigenous persons, and local communities. The last and most important, we need a people NGOs which can handle the local communities. And we need a people in implementation and promotion of related programs and projects. And finally, integrated management for the achievement of social, economic, and environmental objectives of the, the International Decade for Action. So, it's not a Padodra, it's not for Gujarat, it's not for India, it's all over the world people will require. It depends on how you develop your strength and capacity. Now, these are the Sustainable Development Goals 6, having from 6.1 to 6B. Safe drinking water for all, sanitation for all, better water quality, sanitation. You must be knowing in a Swachh Bharat mission, we are going with the open defecation free. And more efficient water usage, the, the integrated water management, the healthier ecosystem, international cooperation, and more local participation. We need a lot of people for this. Now, one of the most things which is neglected, I want to highlight in the World Water Day. The valuing water is a theme of this year. Now, we think we are the only stakeholders around water. It is not true. There is the river, there are the corals, there is aquatic, there are terrestrial, and there are avian. And believe me, these all require a particular quality of water. The corals cannot grow anywhere. It requires particular quality of water. Even terrestrial and birds, therefore the birds travel thousands of miles, the migratory birds, to have the required quality of water to go ahead. And we have to maintain this most important. We have to ensure the quality for all the major nature stakeholders, and it's a big opportunity people can work in. Now, as a human race, we need agriculture. Unfortunately, agriculture and the water quality. Here, the agriculture needs a water to be supplied in quantity. Nobody is still thinking what type of water quality we need for agriculture and how much quantity we need for agriculture. And therefore, we need a people in agriculture. Same thing with the animal husbandry. Then the thermal power generation, industry, the drinking, and finally the recreation, which is the water sports. So we require this external opportunity for experts, protection and preservation of water resources to ensure sustainable water supply and the conflict between water rights for domestic agriculture industrial use, supply the appropriate quality of water. We have to create our own water resources. Can we do it? And most important, can we think to limit to grow? That is a concept coming up that Vadodara now cannot grow. Pune cannot grow. Now, who will do this? Who will be the expert to whom we shall listen? To divert the contaminated flows and creative barriers to eliminate access for waste dumping, you can start an NGO and have a river cleanup program. Join media and non-government organizations to reach out. We need a lot of people to work in NGOs. Now, yesterday I was with one NGO who is working an excellent program called as a Jivit Nadi. So there are many avenues available for the stakeholders solving the problem of stakeholders, which is human resource and the stakeholders of a nature. So we'll go to the next one. Now we need a people for the what is called mapping our water quality. In India, our water quality is not totally mapped. And finally, we don't know the water quality mapping on a seasonal basis or the year basis. We have a different avenue. We can have a the geoinformatics. We are carrying out the testing. We have a gases, and we can map entire area. So mapping and monitoring of the water quality for is a very good domestic and agricultural use is the most and most important. I think it is as important as monitoring the air quality and the climate. So same thing can we have. So people can understand what type of quality available and what can they do. River water quality monitoring and we need a data bank for government and industry. I just share with you one thing, my dear friends, I want to share with you one more thing that one of my students, he came to me and said he has a borewell business, digging the borewell. So I asked him, why not you integrate your one activity? Ask your father. So whenever you dig the bore, you just carry out the soil analysis and water analysis. He did the task for the 5 years. Outcome of that, the data was sold in lakhs of rupees because some people want that data to start their activity in that area. So you can generate the data and do these activities, integrate these activities with another activities which is around you and surrounding you. Now next one, the most important which is neglected part, which is a water safety plan. Do we have? There is no safety for our catchment, no safety of our water quality, control of the treatment, then we need a protect distribution and this is a most important, we must have a safe drinking water. Our distribution system may can get contaminated. So we need to identify the risk for water safety plan. We have prioritize risk, mitigate risk to control measures and minimize risk to supply. Can we develop your use yourself and become a professional as a risk assessment manager or you can find out you can hand over the water safety plan for municipal council, municipal corporation, even a small township run by the local people. So you need a people. We don't have a water safety plan. I generally say to people, if you go to the overhead tank of a big building, you will find at least 2 or 3 crores or animals, the dead bodies inside the tank because nobody go and see there. So you have to can come in this program and develop yourself as an entrepreneur in water safety plan. Now, the water vulnerability assessment. This is a new field coming up. I am a consultant to a German industry. When they come here, they ask me to do the water vulnerability assessment. Water vulnerability assessment is now because of the climate change and because of the political and the social changes, you cannot achieve the perennial quantity of water. Tomorrow may happen that somebody will come up and say, we attract, I know one industrial area near Pune, which is in Tarakan, the water supply depend on the bore well or the well supply and the people now is coming to the normal. The people is to come and dictate, हम पानी नहीं देंगे हमको इतना रुपए चाहिए. So we have to do a identify and assess potential risk that may jeopardize sufficient water availability of desired quality for industrial facilities or real estate development. Now, real estate development is really needed. Risks are assessed from a wide range of angles such as physical, environmental, social, political, economic, regulatory, and consumer perception. You don't know. What will be the social change? Therefore, there is a opposed to the industries that if you come here, you will be polluting our water body. The outcome of source water protection plan that safeguards water availability, minimum and long term. So, optimum and long term. So, at least for 25, we need a project for a better processing industry. And finally, in water online assessment, we told them by 20 years we don't have a water. That was around for 25 years before. So you have to think about the alternate source. And the alternate source is the sewage and the water which is collected in the nearby mine. So we have to think about the sources and do the water vulnerability assessment. Now, the population forecast is a big question mark. It is not simple multiplication of people. Old outdated model are still used. No arithmetic model, nothing more. Because Pune's population growth is not because of multiplication, because of the migration of people to Pune for various activities. It may possible because now it was generally people used to say Raina and coal will never be seen in Trivandrum. Now Raina and coal can be seen in Trivandrum. It may Kashmiri can go anywhere or Bengali can go anywhere. So how the population goes? The Vadodara doesn't belong to the all 100% Vadodara people are not Gujarati. So we have to think how population migrates. If possible, in fact, I had an opportunity to get, I got a job in Vadodara. That was somewhere in 1990. I supposed to join there. So there will be 5 people could have been there from my family in Vadodara too. So we require a migration in our out of city. There are cities in India, you will be surprised, where the population growth is decreasing. Believe me, example is Solapur, where the population growth is declining. The availability of infrastructure and amenities, the shifting of rural people to urban area for better life, and floating population students beyond anticipation. For example, Pune in Maharashtra, we have a Latur pattern. The Latur pattern started and the people, they exclusively the students go there for a coaching classes. Kota is another place where IS and the other various coaching classes are in progress. So these are the all things are there in require a population and we need an expert to estimation of population and water. Same thing is the water. How much water we need? This all depend on quality of life, geographical location, social behavior, and economical development. As I go up, my water consumption goes up. Kindly know, as my development activities, my quality of life changes, I need a more water. So we have to consider the all factor means development and most important thing, each city, each place, each season need a certain benchmark of water quality. So we have to consider this one and we need an expert to estimate this. Now, the another concept I am putting you, which is coming up for you. I started working somewhere in 2010, 2010 and now this is coming up. I already developed some model. A water footprint. So water makes up your water footprint. That is a green water footprint, direct consumption of rainwater. The blue water footprint is store water and grey water footprint. Suppose you discharge a wastewater of 200 milligrams pollutant and the river where the water is going has 5 milligram pollution. So you have to dilute your wastewater by 40 times. It means 39 times water has to be added into it. So that much water is called as a grey water footprint. So water consumption in food supply chain, polluted volume, a comprehensive indicator of freshwater resource appropriation, and we means of decreasing our water footprint. See a water footprint calculated for dairy industry. We have a growing, making food, drinking, washing, and cleaning of animals, the collection of milk, transportation of milk, milk processing, distribution, and consumer. And being surprised, a 1 liter of milk is equivalent to 1,000 liters of water. It means if you drink 1 ml of milk, you are taken 1 liter of water too. So we need a people who can with all values which are giving in coffee 140 liters, Bisleri 17.5 liters, Coca-Cola 55 liters, water vapors whatever 25 liters, slice 40 liters, the burger chocolate 70 liters, the so all figures a for sheet is 10 liters. So and a human urban dweller footprint is 4,644 liters per day. So we need a people who can give a figure which is for Indian values. And amazingly, the Indian behavior right from Jammu and Kashmir to Kanyakumari is different. The different type of water is used, different quantity of water is used. If you see a process, a milk process at one place and other places, Amul, and if you go to Pune, there is a different one. So you require a model to be developed where you get exact value of water footprint. Now, the water footprint of urban dwellers, this is I told you, it's a green water footprint is zero, and finally it comes to the 4,645.65 liters. Because 1 liter of milk water is equivalent to 1.26.22 liter of water. So we require to assess water footprint of products and consumers, water footprint of process, water footprint of manufacturing, and finally the water footprint of national consumption. So we need an estimation expert for calculation of water footprint from Indian products and activities. That's more. And believe me, if you calculate the water footprint of your Vadodara, total water footprint, you will find whether you are exporting water or whether you are importing water or you are at the neutral state. Because when you grow rice, it means you are exporting water along with the rice. So these all things have to be considered and we need a people in this field. Now this is the groundwater. The groundwater is the problem. I was in a Rajkot and I came to know that people go 100 feet, 200 feet deeper and to get the water. And we need an expert. We are already our declining. The water level is declining. And you will surprise, you have a great future, great future, because UN Water at its 30th meeting in Rome has decided to have 2020 years as for exclusively devoted to the underground water. And that theme will be making the invisible the visible. So the 2022, you have to work on this. So you require support aquatic life. The water require underground water requires support. It supports aquatic life on Earth. Important source for drinking and irrigation. There is an over exploitation, so you have to find out the check and control. Then we have a decreasing water table, increasing natural and man-made contamination, imbalance between withdrawal and discharge. You need a model. Because I told the Rajkot, I was a consultant to the Rajkumar College. I told the people you just see how much rainfall is there, how much water is recharged, and then you draw the water. The people say no, हम पानी निकालते. But is that equal to the recharge or not? Needs treatment technology to remove harmless high solids, fluoride, iron, arsenic, and man-made chemicals, preservation and protection of groundwater resource, and finally, rainwater harvesting with critical evaluation. And we need a people. Rainwater harvesting cannot be done on the thumb rule basis, my dear friend. We need an expert, a critical evaluation. You can refer my paper that is on the UN. You can go to the site and UN and refer my paper. So we have to be the people expert in groundwater handling. Now, the safe water quality. My dear friend, there must be, if I agree, Vinod Bhai is listening to me, many decades, we are removing only the insoluble solids from water. And our changing quality of life is adding many insoluble solids. So we need a technology to remove a soluble, man-made soluble and insoluble solids. We need an advanced treatment, a new approach to deal change in water quality variation as per season, reduction in water energy footprint of water treatment plants, development of acceptable, affordable and user-friendly new technologies, post-contamination is distribution line that is most important, treatment of non-conventional water resources like brackish water, contaminated surface and underground water and the polluted river water, and you need a people. In fact, I'm putting almost all public health work, asking them, you must have. I just surprised when I went to Vadodara. I don't remember the hotel. I came. The first question I asked, sir, for bottled water do, या tap water do. I said, give me tap water. Why you want to give me bottled water? So, my dear friend, we have to come to the, you have to join a mission to create a faith in public water supply and supply different quality of water as per usage. And you don't you think you make a crime by flushing a drinking water in toilet? That's a big crime. So we have to need a new technology to have a water quality for that particular job and activity. So, and now there's a big program coming up on national and international level. River cleanup program can be joined, see the river quality there. Lake and pond restoration. Clean Ganga project is well known. Namami Chandrabhage is Pune and now see Maharashtra has 49 contaminated rivers. In Gujarat, we have 20 contaminated, polluted, most polluted rivers. Can we more? Can you start your NGO? Can we more? Can we take the people, ask the people that it is you who is contributing the pollution? Can you stop the pollution right at the source itself? So we have a big challenge, protect and restore water, related ecosystems including mountains, forests, wetlands, rivers, aquifers and lakes, agriculture runoff, wastewater disposal is spectrum of man-made chemicals, solid waste dumping and stormwater runoff. So we need a mitigation effort. We need a people, and surprisingly, one of my students joined a media. I mean, he joined the media and he writes the article. He's a DJ also and RJ both. He's RJ, radio jockey also, and he put the concept of the various concepts of water into the people. So we need a people. And what is our target, my dear friend? Other day, I was telling my son that when I was of your age, I belong to Vanda. There is a river called Dham Nadi. So we used to go there and Gomukh, you must be knowing. Gomukh from there the water comes. So we used to drink the water from Gomukh. And he asked me, Grandpa, if they call me Abba in Marathi, Grandpa, can I go to the river in Pune and drink the water? It's impossible. I don't think any river in Gujarat is so clean. So can we have aim? Now all the students listening to me must be thinking, when you be 30s and you will have a son, your son must be able to drink the water from river. So start working. A big business. How can we clean? How can we take the people around us? And please note the business and profession is not is a job. It is your activity, it is your concept you are putting up and selling. Many things have been sold in India and that was not given by a job. And we are now, for example, the smartphone, for example, YouTube, these all are available, avenues are available where you can work on this. Believe me, one of my students has started this and you have to subscribe to his channel and find out how you can save the water quality. Water. Now this is another concept. This is the wastewater treatment unit. Same thing from years together going up. Now, we have to think about technology, the advanced technology. And can we come and develop your capacity to reduce the energy footprint? Another thing happening in this wastewater treatment unit, the electricity is required. That electricity is required to carbon dioxide, and that carbon dioxide generation is harmful to the add to the greenhouse gases, and finally it adds to the climate change. So we need a biological, a proper chemical and biological method, a capital cost, operation and maintenance cost, energy footprint. We have to work on this. And can we think about recovery from this? Can we remove the solids? Can we have some value-added products from this one? So we have to a big field available for you in wastewater treatment technology. Now these are the few technologies. If you know environmental water treatment plant, tricking filter. It's almost forgotten. Rotary biological contactors. These are the low cost, great potential for low cost technologies, most appropriate for our country. You can take the rural area. Now, we need a technology which is less power dependent. We need a technology. Why the Bajaj scooter become popular? There was an interview of Rahul Bajaj, and Rahul Bajaj said, "My scooter is popular because a person who is to repair the cycle has developed his capacity to repair my scooter, Bajaj scooter. Same thing was the Luna. If you remember the Luna, how the kinetic group Luna became a popular. So these all high-grade technologies are coming up, but you need a people to find out the design parameters. We need an expert. The design parameters are given by because technologies are coming from abroad and we are simply accepting it. So we need to develop a wastewater parameter for this, and then we need that indigenization of technologies for our water and wastewater. What is happening in India, I generally say in a light mood, my minister went to France to find out technology how to make the water. It should not happen. So we have a technology. Can we think about this technology and exclusively Parul University? Can you ask him to develop a design parameter? I will help you to make the lab scale models for orbits. Already one of my at one place I am putting the two technology to develop the design parameters. Those design parameters will come to the book and finally paper and finally it can come to the textbook. And we don't have still the MBBR, the weighing bed bioreactor. We don't have the design parameters. Nobody knows how to calculate the biomass in this MBBR. Can be worked, my dear friend, if you do a research project and also your business project or your professional project. So what are the challenges in wastewater treatment? We need now a concept is coming up. The pollution control is becoming more stricter. We have to remove the carbon, nitrogen, and phosphorus. We need a technology whereby non-destructive removal of pollutants for recovery of solids. Low-cost technology is most appropriate for our country. Reduction in the energy footprint. Critical evaluation of the units, process, and equipment which are strongly marketed by the manufacturers. Performance evaluation already spoken. Development of appropriate technology to handle new man-made solids being added to sewage. My dear friend, we add 140 plus chemicals. We almost add 40 grams of man-made chemicals into water per day. So we have to know what is the fate of this chemical, how this chemical will be removed. User-friendly, low-cost treatment technology, and finally, can we have the reuse and recycling of wastewater? And now we are at the natural wastewater treatment. A big potential, my dear, a big potential. These are energy footprint less, the carbon dioxide sequestration takes place, the water footprint less, no chemicals, there's a reduction in capital operation maintenance, cost reduction. Can we have this technology like oxidation pond, the phytoremediation, I have taken that is natural energy wastewater? Can we think about vertical gardens? Entire society will have vertical gardens. I have an idea. The water from the second floor, the water coming from the wash basin of bathroom from second floor will be treated in the vertical garden and will be used for flushing the toilet on the first floor. Can we think? And big business, big opportunities, and big work, and the investment is very less. Now this is a technology as you said, sir, what you have done. Now I got the patent for this. This is you can see the treatment plant, and I put a concept at the one of the municipal council in Vita that this water will be treated by this technology which is called natural energy wastewater treatment, and finally this treated wastewater will be used for flushing the toilet, the public toilet. So my dear friend, this technology, no electricity, no manpower, no chemicals, no operation maintenance, and no house. Not the most important thing you can use for flushing the toilet. It adds to clean covers and have a carbon sequestration. So can we develop this technology? Can we take this technology to the field? Of course, I will always help you to do that. Can we think about and can we go? I'm just wondering why the entire township wastewater bring at one place and let it is. Why not have a complex as a cluster where a small treatment plant will be installed? Even as BOT, you can start if you have money, you can start your have a BOT type model, construct the wastewater, treat that wastewater, and hand over that wastewater to the people and get the money from them because they will saving the wastewater. This all concepts can coming up and you can do your business well. Now, my dear, can we work in this? The big business. Now we have a water coming somewhere from Vadodara. I have forgotten the name of that river. You have water treatment plant, you have your Vadodara, and your water comes out in sewage, which is 80% of total water supply. Now, can it goes to the sewage treatment plant and right from here, STP to the distribution system. Can you come? You can have a kitchen sewage storage. I did an experiment. I had a kitchen sewage storage. There I had a finishing pond, and I can think about this. I already did it. It become a fish pond, and finally we are thinking about harvesting the unicellular algae. And so can we think about, and finally the treated water goes a transportation and distribution. People usually hand over to the people, and it will have a chemical, and finally goes for irrigation. An example: the 100,000 people, the wastewater generated water supply 13,500, the sewage 11,500. It irrigates around 230 hectares of land. Can we think about that? Just think about which will ensure water security and put it in big business for you in any sector. The leakages. I don't want to discuss with me. You can develop your own. You can do have a gadgets with you. You can have a van with you. I know one person who has a van equipped with the all equipment and can go ahead. So, my dear friend, can be one of my students has started. I will show that how what we does it. So, reduction of losses from 25 to 30% at least, and you can do this. Civil engineering is a big business, controlling leakages and the tanks and everywhere. So, a big business you can become a leakage detector expert and leakage mitigation expert. Now, my dear, stormwater management. And this is a photograph from my place, Nagpur. And you can imagine what is the star water. In a core syllabus, there is no few lines on the star water management and this upcoming job. Can we take a challenge? Because this is a challenge due to change in land use pattern and rainwater water. Star water collection treatment is a big problem. So, star water management is a big business to control and stop the urban flood. Almost all stakeholders in water sector require for stormwater management. All sectors, civil engineer, electrical engineer, mechanical engineer, all engineer require and prevention and source and site and regional control and can we develop wetland and groundwater recharge. That's a concept you can put in. And believe me, you can do it. Because this is a nobody is working. Nobody is working. I don't know if the land, waterfall, rainfall is more, the roads start flooding, and finally you have a problem of the urban flood. So, the big business you can become expert in stormwater management. Now, my dear friends, the big business, a growing business of safe drinking water. And I was in a Bhopal and I told the people a concept. You know, the water which is drinking is a garbage because it kills the microorganism remain there. So see the business, expected business for packaged water 406.06 billion by end of 2023 and business gathers rupees 35 million. Can we have this water ATM? And can we work? My dear friend, this all technology is high costly, high capital intensive. Can you work on this technology and make a technology which is easy? And this all technology is available. And can you make a water called Giant, which is a water with a water, vegetarian water? These all concepts can come in, it's a growing business and you can enter this business. Now I have a beautiful idea for you. Why do they have a bottled water? And my student has started working on the, I think this entire run cost him around, including the truck, it costs around 25 or 10 to 6 lakh rupees, something like that. This is trolley. So he has a trolley mounted plant. He goes to the place, he starts a treatment plant, he has all what you call generator, etc. He feed your water, take the water from a source, put it in the overhead tank and build it. And he moves all around. So my dear friend, people thought that when they get drinking water as something like 25 rupees, 30 rupees bottle, and this equivalent to him is a very low cost. So can we have a wheel plant? Can we have a wastewater treatment? As we have a what you call vacuum removal of septic tanks, can we take the waste, collect it, treat them, and give back to them for flushing the toilet and the top floor? Then we can have a portable toilet, the highly good portable toilet. Anyway, toilets, the people, my friend from Western countries, they never use a public toilet in India. So can we think about the very good toilet? You can come in, you can have a parking place somewhere there, and in Vadodara, you can ask for a municipal corporation. I have a beautiful 5-star toilet. I put in there. you can charge them 2 rupees, 3 rupees, 5 rupees. Already I paid 2 rupees. I have done it in Mahabalipuram where I paid 3 rupees for urination. So we need people in 24 by 7 people, so all manufacturers, all people require operational maintenance do feel coming. So can we have people operate as a maintenance blue color job? So distribution system, sewerage and sewage treatment plant, effluent treatment plant, all waste collection, treatment and disposal facilities. Can we do it? And can you develop as an expert? Right now, the operation and wastewater done by a people who are not experts. They are basically a labor provider. So you can enter in this business. Three big business opportunities I have shown you. My technique continue talk. The few ideas I am putting before you: a public toilet, water collected, treated, gone back from flushing the toilet. A nala collected, treated with a zero energy treatment plant, again be used for irrigation. A small thing. You can do it. You can tell the people and approach to this. I can tell you how to do it once we talk in the detail on this topic. So can we think about it? A septic removal from septic tank. Can we have a treatment plant? I just wonder, why not we have a decentralized treatment? Why not if some person come and treat this wastewater, hand over to someone? Now, it's another concept I'm putting in. The all river get collected, you can have a cloth and utensil washing the station, the wash water treatment unit, and then leave the water into the animal washing station, same thing you can do it. Believe me, I was at one place, I don't want to disclose that place, where the people goes on the death rituals after what you call 13 days or 14 days. Believe me, there was no proper toilet and no bathing place. I went to the collector refused to do that. He said, we need a money and so. So I saw one place where a house is there. It was at a, and I went there and convinced that people. He started that and really I given them entire design. Excellent washroom he has provided with the pure water. Believe me, for a one bath, he charged 10 rupees. So we are all business. How you create the business? Up to you. The people need a services, better services now. Now this is another thing, treatment of polluted river water. You can have a screen oxidation pond secondary, maturation, chlorination, agriculture live, the I just say natural energy wastewater treatment, tertiary treatment, this water. And you can provide convert the treated wastewater treatment technology. Now the people are there to provide the wastewater treatment technology. There are the people in Vadodara also. You come with a new concept that you will treat the wastewater, polluted wastewater and make it the good quality of water with the technologies available with you. Now it's not management. The sustainable management, increase green water footprint, as I was saying, reduction in grey water footprint, the potable water and wastewater nexus, water auditing, water awareness, reduction in losses, and conserve water. The water awareness, and the challenge coming up can be reduced our water consumption from 135 to 90 LPCD. So this is a big opportunity everywhere. Everywhere you can start your business. Believe me, here, 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 here. I really pay money. As a businessman, now my son is in a business, I enter a business to it, and we have three complexes. They have taken a challenge whereby we reduce water consumption from 135 to 90 LPCD. Of course, we got the big fees for that. So can we enter in this business? Go to the people and tell them because their water bill decreases, their dependence on water decreases. Now we have a zero solid waste, a zero liquid waste. So we require a consultant, we require a supply, we require a manufacturer because now I'm a consultant today, as I said, a big auto industry in Pune, and we are going for a zero solid and zero liquid discharge from the industry. Now, this is the idea I'm putting up. Now a washing machine, we have a free wash and rinse and steam. Can we take collect the steam, put the rinse to wash and wash to drain? This saves around 60% of wastewater. And I did that with my washing machine. So can you develop such type of gadgets for each and every? Your washing showers, your toilets, your bathrooms. Can we think about for each and gadget, use your application, use your brain, carry out research and development and provide a new gadget to people how you can save the water from the various gadgets. Believe me, I am working on now the dishwasher how to save the water. I hope it succeeds. I will show in my next slide. So, and people will be very happy. It requires a small tank and a small pump which will do this task with the certain software where it can work. Now, my dear friends, finally, we need to expose all disciplines of engineering, architect, building, and landscape and interior, environmental engineer. We require people to work on incubation center to develop innovations to product, design, process with integrated approach and a smart team of engineers. I hope Parul University will have an incubation center. Already I will help you, I will definitely help you to start the incubation center in the modern developing the innovative product. The manufacturers, mechanical and electrical equipment, system instrumentation, chemicals, material supply, civil, mechanical, electrical instrumentation, pipe and pipe fitting, contractors, civil contractors, mechanics, operators and supervisors, finance and marketing. We don't have a people and finance and marketing who know what is the related product. An NGO commodity practices awareness program. And my dear friend, let me share with you. I was in one of the college in northern India. A student stood. Then my father is civil engineer. What can I do? So I put an idea before him. Now nobody has thought of to make our wastewater and water treatment plant green. So can you think about? I given him idea and saying ask your father that put this class in your offer that we will make our treatment plant a green. Believe me, the father got an order, and this student is now putting a new concept, making the water treatment plant a green. Similarly, can we think about a sewage treatment plant, a distribution line? What is the? I was in a Western country. I was in a garden of that my friend. I opened the tap and asked him, "Is this a drinking water?" He said, "No. This tap is exclusively provided is getting the treated sewage we supposed to use for our gardening the lawn, watering the lawn." So, my dear friend, I put the many ideas before you. So you can actually use for better environment. You can join the awareness program. You can have a people participation training program, public center, and last and most important, I want a Parul University will have a incubation center. Almost, if I'm correct, I was just calculating around 300 to 400 business opportunities I put forward you. So these opportunities to convert into the reality, can we have the incubation center on this? And I want to share the story of the crow. And as an engineer, my dear friend, this story is wrong. Absolutely wrong. And if you put the table there, there's a white and the white take a water. So we need an engineering of this concept. So you need a certain level of water, and then only the water can come up. That is called determination and hard work. Kindly note, determination and hard work is to be integrated with intellect. And we need that. The story says about the integrating is hard working, not at all. My dear friend, a smart crow will take a straw and drink them. That is called integration. That is called intellectual. So you have to work on this. Where there is a will, there is a way. If you are determined to do something, you will always find a way to do it. I am very confident these are the few photographs where I have conducted. And believe me, out of this almost 300 to 400 people have started. Even in the lockout, around people maintain a money during the lockout by putting certain new concepts into the people in the water management. And these are the few ideas where it is written in Marathi. I developed the ladies who can start a business in the water sector, environment sector. And my dear friends, you may ask me the questions, आपने तो इतना बोला, guarantee क्या? So bring the 100 rupees stamp paper, I will sign on it. And your vice chancellor or HOD will sign on it. So I write it down. I, Rajendra Kumar Vishjara, assure you that if ideas are implemented, you will be a successful businessman. My knowledge and experience is always available to do so. So much confidence I have because I did it. Whatever I spoken is not easy. I said it. I started, believe me, when I came from abroad, then I served, and in Pune, in 1980, I started my business. Everybody said in the water sector में काम करने वाला, who care for water? Believe me, the first water treatment plant in Pune, I put it in the residence complex. First sewage treatment plant in Pune, I put it. I reduce the water electricity bill because generally the pump is to be designed on the basis of the diameter of pipe. I designed a pump and I brought the power consumption to almost 40% of the total power consumption. So I assure you, you will come and definitely we will like to meet you again. My dream is to make hundred thousands of youth of India and to make them capable to take up the challenge. This is my ideas, this is my address, contact me, my phone number, this is my Facebook, you can please visit. And evidently next time I will come to Vadodara and talk to you in person. So I hand over the mic to Punita.
Uh, Thank you so much, sir. Thank you very much for your kind words and sharing with us so much ideas about how to work in this type of environmental related issues and how to tackle the water issues so that we can save the water in near future. I have with me our HOD of Civil Engineering Department. She wants to share a few words with you.
Good afternoon, sir. And I am very grateful that you have taken or you have spared your valuable time to share such informative things, which is not really known to us. That yes, really the water sector does so many things, and on this World Water Day, you have given such an inspirational speech and which will guide our students, rather faculties also, to work in this forte. And wherever we require your help, I know that you will be always there to help us. So on behalf of Padul University Civil Engineering Department, I am very thankful to you for sharing your valuable time. Thank
Yes.
you, sir. And over to Sunita madam.
Thanks a lot, madam. I'll be always there. In fact, Sujita madam has done a lot of the hard work. So personally, because allow me to say, all these are great efforts to get me here. So, yes, please. Sujita, madam, yes. Something is wrong on the side.
Sir,
Yeah,
hoping
any
to work
questions?
for
Any questions?
uh,
Yes, madam.
uh, good afternoon,
Good
Bhavnani
afternoon.
sir.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Hello,
Good
namaste
afternoon.
ji. Say up.
Yes, yes. After so
We
many years, so
actually
many
we
years,
were planning to
yeah,
yes, we were planning offline seminar only, but meanwhile the sudden changes have occurred and we have
good.
to shift it to online things.
That's good.
But in coordination, in
Okay.
collaboration with you, sir, we want to work on this forte and we will be in touch with you. You
Very
can
good.
guide us and we can do much more things.
Yes, yes.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Sir, you
Sir,
could
and
make
once
it.
again, I'm really
After
sorry for the mistake I have done, and next time I'll keep
Dr.
it in
Saraf,
mind.
Dr.
Yes,
Saraf, make it.
Bhavnani sir.
Right.
Hi, sir. Namaste, sir.
Bhavnani sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Yes.
Yes.
I am
Thank you,
very
sir.
happy. Dr.
Bhavani
Saraf,
sir, namaskar. One of the dedicated engineer I have met. Great person.
I will inform everyone.
He is a Hirala, really Hira. Yes,
Yes, yes. Very true, sir. He gives us inspiration to do lot many things.
I told him I met him many times.
Yes. We will plan, sir, more such sessions and
Yeah,
we'll be in touch with you. So
definitely.
thank you for guiding us.
Yeah, it is my great pleasure. Great pleasure. I love Vadodara. I love it.
I love
So next time we'll call you physically, sir.
Yes, definitely I will come. I
Yes.
will come.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
I have many
Thank
good
you.
friends in Vadodara. Yes. Okay. Any more
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
questions? Any questions,
Sir,
Jaya?
right now we don't. Sir, I have one question. You
Yeah.
said that regarding that trickling filters and all those things we can use to purify the water. Sir, right now the industrial water which is wasted out, if we want to use those industrial water with low cost treatment and can we apply it in agricultural fields?
Yes, in fact, for a industrial water, with a trickling filter, since this is the open platform, let me share with you, the entire business enter in the money making. And the trickling filter is not giving you the good return, I mean, not good money. So people have forgotten this. In fact,
Okay.
trickling filter has a better capacity in the treatment of industrial wastewater. You can have your one small plant. I can guide you to make a base scale model, and you can carry out the studies because it has a vertical and horizontal treatment. And if somebody work
Okay,
on
sir.
this, because as it goes down, it's a different reaction takes place in a vertical section and same thing in the horizontal section. So definitely this will work.
Okay.
And there are many local in fact Professor Arsiwala used to
Yes, sir.
say the best technology in India is the oxidation point. Again, it is forgotten. So this all technologies you can do it and make modify and make it a better way. Yes. Any more questions? Are there any questions from students?
So I was right now, no, sir. I have received any question from students. Bhavnani, sir, you want to ask something? Then you can go ahead.
No, I don't have. Our expert is just telling you we are ready for hearing it. We want to hear it.
Any questions from the participant side? Please ask. Please post it on the Facebook.
Yeah. Let me see.
No, sir. Actually, I think the participants has got the clear idea of your topic, so that's why they don't have any question
I,
till now.
I have an opinion that Gujaratis are the best businessman. So, moment I spoke of the business, they assimilated everything.
Oh,
And therefore, I selected this topic because whenever
Gujarati.
in Gujarat, everybody, if I ask coach, I have put some innovative ideas. The immediately the idea was next day the person implemented that idea without gadgets and everything. I say you people are really innovative. I hope
They
at least
find the way
five
out.
or six students become a businessman or they will make their career. And please note, I make my open offer, my available because my total aim, madam, now I am devoted to myself in development. I just say 100,000 students made 65,000. Yesterday I decided, or today I decided to increase the figure to 200,000 students from India to me. And my my dream is to hand over my knowledge and experience. Whatever I earn a lot. Business is handed over to my son, so forget about it. So I am available. In fact, I am looking forward to opening incubation center in Paruli based on the new innovative technology
Okay, sir.
the student can come up.
Sure,
Yes.
sir. Sure, sir.
So,
Sure, sir.
yeah,
It will be our proud to work with you, sir.
definitely.
Definitely, sir.
I'll,
Without doubt.
I'll, yes.
Thank you. Okay. So we
So,
are Thank you, sir. concluding here,
yeah. Yes,
and I'll
please.
call you. Thank you, sir.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
sir.
Thank you.
Thank
Okay.
you, sir.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you,
Okay.
sir. Thank you.
Bye. Bye.
Okay. Thank you,
Shall I,
Bhavnani, sir.
shall I quit now? Can I quit?
Yes, sir. You can disconnect now.
Okay
Yes,
then.
sir.
Yeah. Bye. Thank you very
Okay.
much. Thank you, ma'am.
Bye, sir.
Yeah,
Thank you,
bye.
sir. Thank you for coming here.